T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast. T&D Sports Video Productions presents the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week. Today it's the Dalers of Farmingdale High School in to take on the Sailors of Oceanside High School. Hi everyone, and welcome to Charles Mosbach Field here at Oceanside High School for tonight's game in Nassau County Conference 1. My name is Mike Trezza. I'm joined by former Belmore Kennedy head coach Nick Martone. Nick, let's talk a little bit about this Nassau County Conference 1. Some really, really good teams in this division. Really, really deep conference.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a lot of offense over the last number of weeks, and we're seeing Farmingdale roll through their first few weeks. We're seeing Oceanside get a lot of positive things going. We've seen Massapequa play within the last couple of weeks, really showing up and really dominating through the first half of the season.
For the Farmingdale team, they had to skip one game due to the marching band bus tragedy. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But in the meantime, Nick, they do come in 4-0 on this season, and their offense revolves around their running back, number 6. You see him right there? Sal Basilico.
Yeah, a heck of a football player on both sides, and Basilico at this point has about 8 touchdowns, and he's the anchor of this defense, plays tough, hard-nosed football, super impressive.
And for Oceanside, they come in at 4-1 this season. Their only loss was 2 weeks ago to an undefeated Massapequa team. And they've got an offense, Nick, that you see their roster on your screen right there. You never know, game to game, series to series, who's getting the ball. Very, very diversified offensively.
Yeah, we saw them play a number of weeks ago, and we're seeing all different pieces that Coach Blount is putting into the offense here. And they've got about 16 or 17 different guys that have touched the football. Not the usual process of an offense in high school football. Super impressive to see them do that.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the opening kickoff and all the action right after this. This is the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Cliff in by Cliff. Just about set for the opening kickoff from here at Oceanside High School. Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on hand, along with our entire T&D Sports Video crew to bring you the action. Captains are on the field. Coin toss has happened. Farmingdale won the toss, and they've elected to defer till the second half. Oceanside will get the ball to start the game. Let's talk a little bit, Nick, about this coaching matchup. Of course, Farmingdale coach Buddy Krumenacker, the long time coach out in Farmingdale, and Oceanside has really enjoyed a resurgence under head coach Rob Blount.
Yeah, Coach Krumenacker's been doing this for a long time, and he's built this storied tradition of winning and excellence in Farmingdale, and this team is no exception to that. They continue to roll the way that he does, and They believe in what he teaches and what he coaches, and it's always impressive to see the team that he rolls out there every season. And like you said, Coach Blount has certainly turned Oceanside into a real Conference 1 powerhouse over the last number of years. Really impressive to see just the sense of community here, how many people rally behind his coaching and his program. We've got a lively crowd tonight. Should be a lot of fun.
And we're going to talk a lot as you see Oceanside getting ready on special teams to receive this kickoff. We're going to talk a lot about this crowd in front of us and also about all of the stuff that surrounded the season for both of these teams. But in the meantime, let's take a look at our officials for this game. Our referee, Mr. Mike Healy, umpire Kyle Krug, line judge Bob Walsh, headlinesman Reggie Chardonnay, back judge Alex Miller, and up in the booth with us is the legendary Pat Grant.
We're in store for a special night, Mike. The opening kickoff hasn't even happened, and I'm feeling the booth shake.
Oceanside has really packed them in. The crowd across the way for Farmingdale is a little bit on the sparse side. It's going to be Luca Cotto. Their kicker is going to put it up. Cotto sends a short kick to about the 35. It's handled there, and it's quickly shut down without much of a chance for a return.
Yeah, it looks like he had thoughts of making a fair catch call, but received the ball and then attempted to get his hand up to call that fair catch, and you're not going to get that, and ultimately Farmingdale finishes the play, so they'll start pretty much right at about the 35-yard line.
I believe that was Jacob Stern who made the special teams reception, and he called for a fair catch after he had already caught the ball. So in either case, Oceanside in the blue letters is going to move from left to right to start the game. They'll start with Villela at quarterback. He throws it right away. He's got a connection and out close to a first down.
Yeah, this is what we've seen over the last number of weeks here. Oceanside with this quick hit offense, getting the ball out real quick, just a soft spot in the zone there, turning around, catching the football, getting themselves 9 yards on the first down.
2nd and 1. First series for Oceanside. Villela passes left side to Stern. He's got a first down. So Villela, the sophomore, starting at quarterback. He's usually more of a running quarterback, but back-to-back passes to start the game.
Yeah, we've seen Oceanside use a few different quarterbacks throughout the season, whether it's been, a true drop-back type of situation or running a lot out of that quarterback position.
Villela on 1st and 10. Handoff to Dado. Dado, they've got him quickly and no gain on the play.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of the chess match already. Pre-snap, you see Farmingdale coming down and trying to close off those short routes. Unfortunately, Oceanside just doesn't get a hat on number 21 there on the defense, and ultimately Josh Kama is able to make a big stick there and hold it to no gain.
Josh Kama comes up from his linebacker spot to make the stop. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from just about midfield. 10:30 left in the opening quarter of play from Charles Mossback Field here in Oceanside. Villela keeps it himself around the right side. Villela's down to the 30, and they've got him down, but not until he crosses the 20. Saving tackle that time by Dan Canales.
Yeah, good hard run here. This is what we're used to seeing out of Villela. Has a couple of gears that he can get to, and once he gets that corner, he's real dangerous out in the open field, and he's just a hard runner getting those shoulders pointed north.
We've got a flag, and I believe that one's coming back.
It's like thrown by the back judge there. So
Mike Healy's our lead official.
seeing if we're going to maybe see a hold on the outside based on where that flag was. I don't know if they're going to call it.
First and 10 now from the 35. Villela's going to try the right sideline again this time, and this time it's Nick Ragone who makes the stop.
Yeah, similar play here out of the Oceanside offense. You see them burst out of the huddle real quick, trying to catch Farmingdale off guard. Villela taking this carry again, getting a lead block out of his back, finding that cut up right there, and ultimately running to the short side here after he ran wide side on the other play.
That's going to bring up a first and 10 now from the 25-yard line. 9:40 left in the first. Play comes near side and very little gain on that carry.
Three very similar plays in a row here as far as a run by Villela. Looks like Oceanside was kind of saying, we're going to run it till you stop it, and Farmingdale does a good job making the adjustment. Good job shielding off those blockers and getting in there and making a big stop.
Loss of a yard on the play is going to bring up a second and 11. We've got a timeout. We're going to step away and be back with more right after this.
Orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Now you take a look at the huddle for Oceanside. As we mentioned in our opening, Nick, they really like to spread the ball around, use several different quarterbacks, use a wildcat, throw the ball to 6 or 7 different kids, and let 4 or 5 other ones carry the ball.
It makes it real difficult as far as, you know, from the scouting perspective and putting a defense out there, and you go through game film during the week, and, you know, it'd be awfully nice to just pinpoint a couple of guys, you know, a couple of receivers, a running back. But when that, you know, offense is putting the ball in the hands of 15, 16, 17 guys, it's awfully difficult to just kind of clue in on one or the other, and, you know, makes it a dangerous offense.
Meanwhile, Dan Canales was the player that was shaken up for Farmingdale. If he can't come back in, at least for a while, that's going to be a big loss. He's their leading tackler.
Yeah, it looks like eventually he made it off under his own power, and he plays a lot both ways, so they're hoping to certainly get him back.
Second and 11. It's Dado in the backfield. Dado takes the carry. Picks up about 4 to 5, as you see him right there on your screen. Andrew Dado.
Yep, we saw Oceanside motion Bender in and then kind of use him as a lead block there and continue to try that right side. There's something that Oceanside likes about this left side of the defense, their offensive right side.
Villela still in there at quarterback. He's got Dado to his left. Hands off. Actually keeps it. Villela fighting through extra yards. He's down inside the 10, and Oceanside's going to have a first and goal.
Real good pull here by Villela. As he's reading, he sees the defender go down, decides to pull, and he's heading downfield, ultimately gets that big first down deep in Farmingdale territory.
We'll check that. It's actually going to bring up a first and 10 from the 11. But Villela's been running the show nicely for Coach Blount. Takes the snap, takes it himself. He's met behind the line, and he's dropped. Luca Cotto on the stop.
Yeah, real good job in the open field here by Cotto, not falling for the shiftiness there of Villela, doing a good job, keeping his eye on his hips and lining him up and making that good open field tackle.
I'm not sure who was trying to fake out whom on that play. It looked like Cotto was putting a couple moves of his own on there. So loss of a yard or 2 on that play is going to bring up a second and 12 from the 13-yard line. Villela has Dato to his right. Villela looking to unload, and instead they bring him down. Ball comes loose, but he was already down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say he was down by contact. Ultimately, last second, Villela tries to throw this ball away to avoid the sack, and it was Christopher Ruotolo on the big stop there, getting in the backfield, making a big play for Farmingdale.
So that's going to bring up a third and very long here, 3rd and 20 plus. What do you have here, Nick, if you're Coach Blount?
Well, I think you're not going to panic here. I think you're going to run potentially, if you have a screen in the playbook, something maybe quick to the outside. Looks like they're going to show them definitely a different formation with a back on either side of Villela, but looks like Oceanside didn't like what they had, and they're going to call timeout and try to sort things out.
We're going to take a quick step away and be back with that play right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Vilella's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Big play coming up for Oceanside. On 3rd and 25 from the 27-yard line. Full house backfield for Villela. Direct snap to DeVetter. DeVetter out across the 25, but that's as far as he gets. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, a little bit of a similar result to maybe something like a draw here, but ultimately just trying to show multiple looks, trying to see if they could fool the Farmingdale defense, but Farmingdale standing strong there, getting a big stop.
Ryan Pender is on for a field goal. This is going to be a 39-yard field goal. Villela to hold. Snap is there. Kick is up. Kick is good! 39-yard field goal by number 15, Ryan Pender.
Awfully nice when you could come up with 3 points there, have a kick that looked pretty automatic from snap to hold to kick. Very impressive when you can come down the field, even with that big loss on that 2nd down play, to still come up with points is a big deal here for Oceanside. See a pretty good job here. Excellent snap. Great job on the hold. All 3 guys just following through on their jobs, not worried about what anybody else is doing. Kicker going to take his correct steps, make sure his head is down, kicks through the ball and drives it well through. He had plenty on that, Mike.
As you see Coach Blount on your screen instructing his troops, but I did want to ask you, Nick, what an advantage to not come away with that drive empty and to have a kicker that can hit a 40-yard field goal at the high school level and give your team a lift, let them know that that good drive was not wasted.
Yeah, 100%, Mike. We see that very, very often where we see these offenses sometimes get bogged down on the opposite end of the field and they don't come away with points. So it's a big deal for them to get 3.
Pender is going to kick it away, but Pasilico is back deep to return. Kick is in the air. It's taken at the 15 by Pasilico. Cuts it back into the middle of the field. grab him by the shirt, and they drag him down inside the Oceanside 45.
I think for a second I have a coaching flashback moment where I'm going, don't kick it to him. He's really a heck of a talent, and you see him take this ball and finds room up there, up the gut, and does a great job. You know, he's a big, strong, physical runner. Not always what you see on return sometimes, but certainly a big response here by Farmingdale, crossing midfield, and their offense is in business right away.
Farmingdale's going to start their first possession from the 46 of Oceanside. 1st and 10, Farmingdale, 6:29 left in the first. Dennis Finkel is their quarterback. Basilico, the running back. Collins, the receiver, to the near side. Finkel, the drop back. He lets it go deep. Wide open. Touchdown. Gavin Gachalian on the catch.
What a quick response here by Farmingdale. Fake jet sweep to Basilico, and you see miscommunication and coverage. Nobody in that deep third for Oceanside, and getting behind the coverage there. Easy pitch and catch for Farmingdale to get on the board with 6 points.
Cotto is the kicker. He'll try the extra point. Extra point is up and is good. Farmingdale on top 7-3. We'll step away.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valella's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! So that scoring drive goes one play, 46 yards. Finkel to Gachalian for a Farmingdale touchdown. They lead 7-3 on the road here at Oceanside, trying to stay undefeated. The kick is short, and it's handled at about the 27. Jack Regan, you take a look at him on your screen, handles it, calls for a fair catch, and makes it at the 27. So Oceanside back to work on offense.
Yeah, got to come back out, got to respond, right? Farmingdale, reaps the benefits of some blown coverage there. Again, easy score to jump ahead 7-3. And if you're Oceanside, you want to get back to it, right? Expect the ball on the ground a decent amount.
Take a look at Vallella on your screen on first down. Hands off to Dato. Dato tries the left side, picks up 4. Wilson Quintanilla in there on the stop.
Yep, we see that jet sweep action, trying to see if Farmingdale's going to give him any kind of movement up front or at the linebacker position. Not a lot as far as following that motion man. Sometimes it'll show you man coverage and those kind of things, and you see Oceanside bring the ball back the opposite way of that jet motion.
2nd and 6. Dato to the left of Vallella. Player in motion to the near side. Vallella just has to pounce on it, and I think Farmingdale got it. Canales is back in there, and he's got the fumble recovery.
Yeah, this is how important this kid is, right? Ultimately, right spot at the right time, finds the ball on the carpet, comes up with it for Farmingdale. They've been doing this for weeks. They've been excelling on defense, getting the turnovers, giving themselves short fields with an opportunity to try to get themselves up a couple of scores.
Crowd in front of us is getting loud, and they need to, because Farmingdale's going to take over at the Oceanside 27. Finkel will work out of the gun. Basilico behind him. And we've got a whistle before that play takes place.
We got an encroachment call on the defense. The last time Farmingdale was on the ball here, it was Finkel's 12th touchdown of the season. Real impressed with 12 touchdowns to 0 interceptions at this point in the season, Mike.
Highly efficient pocket passer is Finkel. Takes the snap, hands off Basilico. Basilico right up the middle, and finally brought down after a big gain. Actually, it is Parisa on the stop.
Yeah, as good as Farmingdale has been throwing the ball through the first part of the season here, Basilico is definitely the workhorse, right? And you see just the way he runs, has all the tools, constantly falling forward for extra yards. A real tough tackle for any defense.
First and goal now from the 9. Finkel has Basilico behind him. Again, he works out of the gun. Collins in motion. Basilico right side. They grab him, and they stop him short of the goal line.
Yeah, this is going to be the key for this Oceanside defense. It's going to be awfully difficult to tackle him, Basilico, in the open field by yourself. So there's going to be some times where you're going to get there early, you're going to get a leg, you're going to get an ankle, and you better hold on till the cavalry comes.
Simon Wera makes the stop. He's one of their leading tacklers, but not a big kid at 5'7", 140 going up against Basilico.
Yeah, you got to have good form at that size when you're at that kind of disadvantage, and we're seeing some positives there. That's a good, important stop, but dangerous territory here for this Oceanside defense.
Hand off Basilico. He walks in for the TD.
For Basilico, this is 9 touchdowns on the year. We're seeing him carry the ball somewhere around 80% or so on the season. You could see here that ultimately he just finds this wide open gap in the defense. And up to this point, he's, probably just a little bit over 700 or so yards on the season.
Luca Cotto for the extra point. High snap. It's taken around the left side.
No way.
They stopped him short of a 2-point conversion.
A good effort here by number 9, Mike Galgano. You can see him trying to make something out of a high snap. Tries to get to the corner of the end zone to get the pile on. But a great stop by number 7, Nunez, on the outside, stopping them from racking up the extra 2 points.
Farmingdale up 13-3. We'll step away and be back with more action right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. So Oceanside's going to get the ball back. Their first drive, Nick, went very well. They had to settle for a field goal after a couple penalties and plays for losses. They turned it over on their second drive, gave Farmingdale a short field, and now they're going to have to go to work again. The return comes near side. It's Jack Regan on the return, and he gets a few yards. Just outside the 30s where they'll start this drive.
Yeah, it's almost three identical kicks here on the kickoff for Farmingdale. They're putting the ball pretty much in about the same place, and they're more than happy to just give Oceanside the ball somewhere around the 30-yard line, and they say, we'll play defense from here.
We didn't mention Isaiah Spivey in our opening. He's out. He's their main running back. And also Harmon, who's more or less their passing quarterback, is not going to play tonight. So Oceanside's going to have to try to patch it together. Villela on 1st and 10, hands off to Dato. Dato up the middle, picks up nearly 5.
Yeah, and like you said, with Spivey and Harmon out, we saw those two guys week 1, and they had a great offensive day for Oceanside. See, your Oceanside does a pretty good job not only holding up that first level, but really getting into the linebackers there, and they're able to pull off about 5 yards on that first down carry.
2nd and 5. Villela once again has Dato in the backfield with him. 2 receivers each side on 2nd and 5. High snap, pulled down, passes it long, and overthrows his receiver. Looking for Levine on that pattern.
Yeah, Oceanside almost went full verticals out of all their receivers there, and Farmingdale did a pretty good job staying stride for stride in that man coverage look. And the key is when you get to that vertical, if you can do everything you can to get that defensive back stacked behind you and give your quarterback a chance to get that ball out in front.
Let me correct that. That pass was intended for Chase Beer, number 9. We've got a flag down on the play.
Yeah, looks like they had an ineligible receiver downfield. Surprising for a play like that, but by formation.
It's going to back him up 5 and bring up 2nd and 10. Quick toss to Vetter. Down the right sideline, he's got a first down. Stop on the play is by Ippoliti.
Yeah, here's Oceanside attacking the perimeter of this Farmingdale defense, making some pre-snap decisions here. We see 7 for Farmingdale. Nicholas Ragon basically get into that backpedal a little bit early, opening up that opportunity for Oceanside to get that ball out there.
Here's Dato. Cuts it back in and makes it into a gain of around 5.
These are the kind of drives we've been seeing out of Oceanside. You know, a little bit of a mix here and there. They have tended to be some, heavy run moments, but, again, just trying to get the ball into playmakers' hands in space.
But you mentioned that easy pass to the sideline on that prior play, Nick. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that if that keeps on working. Villela takes it himself, gets a block, and gets upended by Basilico. Well, actually, it is Rutolo who makes the stop.
Yeah, we see a pretty good job here on the outside. Basilico is there at the point of attack. We see kind of a joint tackle there, but Basilico does a great job shedding that initial blocker. It's a great individual effort because if he doesn't make that play there, Villela's got a little bit of room to go.
Basilico got there first. Rutolo came over to assist, and a loss of 1 on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 6. We're down at 2:10 left in the opening quarter. Play comes near side, Villela. Villela's got the right sideline. He's going to move the chains. Collins makes the stop and pays the price.
Yeah, it looks like Collins is down here off the Oceanside sideline, hurt, grabbing that leg. Oceanside again offensively motioning that receiver back into the formation and kind of getting that full house going right with Villela behind it. We saw a lot of that week 1 with a couple of different backs in the backfield.
As they check on Collins, we'll step away.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
1st and 10, Oceanside. Now from the 44 of Farmingdale. Villela, quick pass. He's got a completion to Tvetter. Tvetter's out to the 30.
Oceanside doing a really good job just getting off the ball quick and again getting Farmingdale into this back pedal, providing a little bit too much of a cushion. You'd see a good little bit of a button hook pattern there. And Villela delivering the ball on time almost before that receiver gets his head back around.
Tvetter again, the receiver to the near sideline. Dato in the backfield. Going for a bunch. He's looking for Kramer, and he can't get it there.
Yeah, Oceanside deciding to take a little bit of a shot here on 1st down. A little bit of a kind of a little bit of an out and up. Doesn't create enough of a separation. Just doesn't get that ball. Maybe a little bit more air under it. Gives him a chance to get under it, make a catch. Doesn't miss by much.
Kramer covered on the play by Jimenez, who transferred to Farmingdale from Oceanside. Dato to the right of Villela. Villela will keep it. Right sideline, he's ridden out of bounds. Good stop that time by Ippoliti.
Yeah, we've seen this play a couple of different times. Again, motioning that receiver back into formation and kind of running this full house look to the right to those Twins receivers. And Villela doing a good job just reading those blocks.
That was Bender in motion. He couldn't get a block till he got to the 2nd level, unfortunately for him and for Villela. But they do pick up 4 on that play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Villela got the 1st down and more. And Villela is across the 15, across the 10.
Yeah, just out of a little bit of a different look, seeing Twins opposite side of the field. But again, Villela being the workhorse here in this offense. Here he goes again.
Carried down near the goal line. We've got a flag down on that play. Let's see who this goes on.
Looks like it's a hold on Oceanside here. Going to bring that play back.
Coach Blount, you see him on your screen. He can't believe it. This is what happened to them on that first drive. They moved the ball well into the red zone and then got bogged down with penalties and negative plays.
Yeah, this is a definition of just a long drive, a clock-eating drive, a lot of positives, a whole bunch of first downs, doing it in multiple ways with multiple offensive pieces here. And then again, that big penalty sending you backwards.
We've got a timeout. We'll step away.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Hey, take a look at Coach Rob Blount on your screen. Nick clearly not pleased with that holding call on his team.
Yeah, again, he knows how important those kind of plays are, as early in the game as it still is right here in this first quarter. It's going to be real important for them to come up with points. Kind of don't want to settle for the field goal here, and when you've got all that positive with this drive, the last thing you want to do is send yourself backward on a penalty.
Got a great crowd here at Oceanside on a Friday night. Friday night lights. The kids are in full throat. The cheerleaders are fired up. The marching band to our left is fired up. Great atmosphere here at Charles Mosbach Field in Oceanside.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just a great venue to watch football, to be a part of this experience. Again, two great teams in a real tough Conference 1 matchup.
So they're going to replay first down. It now becomes first and about 22, 23. Handoff goes to Dado, and he's quickly met and quickly dropped.
Yeah, they show that trips look to the wide side here, and Villela given to Dado to the middle of the field, but just not enough hats up front to take care of all of those Farmingdale defenders as they find their way into the backfield and stop that play well before it gets going.
Quintanilla, you see him on the middle of your screen. He was trying to convince the ref he had the ball. Loss on the play.
He plays with a big motor on this defense.
Second and very long. Villela's chased out of the pocket, has to get rid of it, and he throws it away in time. Pressure being put on him by Jack McCarthy and also by Rotolo.
Yeah, a little bit of a free go here at Villela in the backfield. A couple of Farmingdale defenders come completely untouched, find their way into the backfield, and Villela just kind of trying to survive and throwing the ball away, at least not to take another big loss and create quite a substantial long third down here.
Thinking Coach Blount probably has to think about two plays here. Villela takes the snap. They've got heat on him. He steps up, lets it go. Completion inside the 5. Catch by Kramer.
Pretty impressive here to see a high school quarterback kind of feel the pressure on the outside, step up into this pocket, keep his eyes downfield, make a good throw on a crossing route, putting Oceanside within striking distance here.
Pass was a little behind Kramer, but he reached back and got it. First and goal from the 5. 2 in the backfield with Villela. And we've got an offsides that's going to go on Farmingdale. It's going to move Oceanside a little bit closer.
Yeah, you could see here it looked like Villela was going with a pretty hard count to see if he could get Farmingdale to go ahead and jump. That's exactly what happens as they come across into the neutral zone for that encroachment call.
First and goal from the 2, and that's the end of the first quarter. We'll step away and be back with more action right after this. This is the Orlin Cohen Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Vilella's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Start of the second quarter here from Oceanside. Mike Trezor on hand along with Nick Martone, our T&D Sports Video crew, the best in the business. Oceanside on the drive will now see a first and goal from the 2-yard line after that penalty by Farmingdale. Here's Vilela, straight ahead. In for the touchdown.
Yep, great job here by this Oceanside offense. Long sustaining drive, eating up a good portion of that first quarter. And the guy that you relied on to take you all the way down the field, you're definitely going to call his number one more time, and that's Vilela finding a crack in that defense and getting himself in the end zone.
Oceanside with an unbalanced formation. Now they'll rebalance it and go for the extra point with Pender. Kick is up. It's good. Oceanside trails 13-10, and they're right back in this game now.
Yeah, real solid answer here by Oceanside. Again, just not panicking, getting back to what they do really well on offense, and that's getting the run game going behind Vilela, mixing it up, throwing some passes out to the boundaries, and doing a great job.
Was not going to be denied. He ran it in himself from the 2-yard line to put Oceanside within 3 in this game. You take a look at our scoreboard. Farmingdale 13, Oceanside 10. But now, let's see if they are willing to kick it away from Basilico.
Yeah, Farmingdale with 3 of their biggest offensive weapons back there to return kicks. So you got to decide whether you want to take that chance and put the ball deep, give them a chance to set up a return, or you're going to try to kick something in an open window here and be able to cover it quick.
Basilico back there by himself, nobody within 15 yards of him, and instead they put it short. It's handled by Dupriest Ramsey, and he's willing to just go down right outside the 40.
Yeah, I think that tells you all you need to know about what Oceanside thinks about Basilico back there returning another kick. They just said, hey, look, we're going to put the ball here somewhere around the 40, maybe inside the 40 if we can. It doesn't quite go that far. And Oceanside more than happy to play defense on this side of the 50-yard line.
So if you recall, Farmingdale after that second touchdown attempted the extra point, and instead ended up trying to go for the conversion, which failed. That leaves Oceanside down just 3 instead of 4. First and 10, Farmingdale. Finkel has Basilico to his left. Collins in motion. Jet sweep Collins, and they stop him quickly. Nice work on that tackle by Dylan Bender.
And Farmingdale goes jet sweep here with Collins coming across the formation. Has to slow down just a little bit to try to time this up right. You'd like to see him a little bit more of a full speed approach. See if you can get that snap, get the ball in his hands quick to try to outrun that edge. And Oceanside doing a good job setting that edge and coming up with a big stop.
Basilico out front blocking on that play, looking for someone to block, but couldn't find anybody. Mike Healy, as we mentioned, is our referee. They are picking up that flag. And so it is going to be a loss of a yard for Farmingdale on the sweep by Collins. 2nd and 11. Now from the 42-yard line.
Seeing both teams spend a lot of time in this spread look and have for a number of weeks.
Gachalian is the receiver near side. In the slot is McLaughlin. 3rd and 6 from the 47. Again, Gachalian is the receiver to the near sideline. Finkel, quick pass. He's got Collins. Nice tackle by Tavetta.
This is an excellent job. Tavetta diagnosing the play. That's what this is, right? He can see Collins pull up, sheds that lead block, makes a big stop. And again, if you can't bring somebody down, you just hold on until the rest of the team shows up.
Penalty on Farmingdale is going to be declined. Holding is the call.
Yeah, first stop of the night here from Oceanside on defense. After giving up 2 touchdowns on the first 2 Farmingdale drives. Big response on offense, and now a big response on defense.
Cotto is also the punter. He's back at his 33 to kick it away. Gets off a high kick. It bounces down to the 20, where Farmingdale touches up. Got a little extracurricular under that after that special teams play.
That first punt of the night that we're seeing here. Farmingdale hoping to get a little bit of a flip of field position and forcing Oceanside to drive close to 80 yards down the field if they want to get a score.
It also seems like Farmingdale's offense has not been on the field, Nick. Both of their first couple drives were really, really quick, successful, and then that drive was very short, a 3 and out, as you take a look at Coach Krumenacker on your screen.
Yeah, hey, the best way to stop an explosive offense is don't let them on the field, right? So you get those long sustained drives, right? You find your a way to get points here, and ultimately that keeps the Farmingdale offense off the field. There must have been some kind of call here because that ball is almost on the 10-yard line.
1st and 10 for Oceanside. Getting a lot of calls. Trick play. It's a quick pitch play to Kramer, and they've got it sniffed out and stopped. It's Kama on the stop.
You can see here Oceanside decides to go a little bit of jet sweep on their own. Again, you see just that fraction that Kramer has to slow down in the backfield, giving the defense a chance to go ahead and outrun that play. It's hard to get back up to that speed again, and so they take a big loss there on first down, pinned deep in their own end.
2nd and 16. Villela, quick play. He's got a completion out to Bender.
Yeah, again here, Oceanside doing a pretty good job of just some pitch and catch football here. Exploding off the line. And you see Villela doing a pretty good job of throwing that ball to the opposite shoulder of where that defender was sitting, giving his guy a chance to get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 now from the 13-yard line. Villela has Dado to his right. He's got Bender in motion. Villela drifts back, lets it go. Has a completion to Dado. Dado down the left sideline. Dado at the 50. Down to the 30 with a first down and more.
Oceanside in their own end here, running a nice little screen play here. Ultimately out here to Dado. Dado doing an excellent job, putting his hand on the ground, keeping his knee off the ground, beating the defender and getting up the sideline.
Villela going end zone for Kramer. He overthrows him.
Oceanside definitely there, having a couple of steps on the corner here in the end zone. Just not.
I think we have an official shaking up on that play.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle.
Big play coming up for Oceanside on 3rd and 7. Bender's the player in motion. They motion him into the middle of the formation. We've got a whistle. Timeout Farmingdale. So this game, Nick, has had a little bit of a strange rhythm to it.
Yeah, we saw, a couple of quick scores early on, and it's kind of like now both teams have kind of, exchanged those first few punches, and they've made some adjustments on both sides of the ball. Oceanside willing to run short side. We saw that on the last play, still being able to pick up 3, almost 4 yards. Just trying to kind of feel each other out here in the first half and see what progress they can make.
Oceanside, as we mentioned, huge crowd they brought here this evening. Farmingdale crowd across the way was a little sparse at the beginning. It's now filled in a little bit more. But these Oceanside fans in front of us, if they score here, the roof is going to blow off this place.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to be real excited about their home team's response to the pressure that Farmingdale put them under in that first quarter with those couple of quick scores.
As we mentioned, Farmingdale comes in 4-0. Oceanside 4-1. And now Oceanside is going to huddle again. They hurry up to the line. Here's Villela, left sideline, cuts it back in. Nice cut, and finally Collins takes him down.
Yeah, again here, Villela and this Oceanside offense more than willing to run to his left, to a short side from the left hash. And you can see he continues to get positive yards. Big first down here inside now the red zone of Farmingdale.
Oceanside, their only loss of the season was to Massapequa. That was 2 weeks ago. Other than that, they've beaten Freeport, Plainview, Hicksville, and Uniondale. 1st and 10. Here's Villela, straight up the teeth. Takes several guys to wrestle him down to the ground.
Yeah, Oceanside rolling into this week, having scored 144 points within those first 5 games, giving them almost an average of 30 points per game, and points against only about 12, which is certainly a pretty good winning formula they've had going here. Farmingdale averaging almost about 38 points offensively, being held to just 13 right now.
6:40 left before halftime. Villela, empty backfield this time with 5 wide in the game. Passes near side. And a very short game for Kramer.
Yeah, blanketed on defense there by Paselico again. There's not a lot. There's not much that this kid can't do offensively.
Grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, and foot and ankle. So you can feel better faster.
Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35. 3rd and 11. Villela looks right. Takes off with it. Inside the 10. And enough for Oceanside first down.
Yeah, design pass play here. Villela doesn't like the look that he has. He's got 2 defensive backs sitting in that left corner end zone. Decides he's got plenty of room to run down the right side and making a big positive play. Looks like they spotted him just short of the first down mark.
Martellotti chased him down for the tackle. I thought he had enough, but they're spotting him just about a yard short, so it's going to bring up a 4th down decision time for Coach Blount.
Yeah, not only was that a big first down stop play, but probably also maybe a 6-point stop play.
They're going to go quick. Villela's got the first down, and he's inside the 5.
Probably not a tough prediction for us right there to try to figure out who was going to get the ball, right? Villela being the workhorse through this whole first half, the type of kid that probably says, hey, coach, I'll take it, I'll get it.
Got an Oceanside player down. Oh, check it. It's a Farmingdale player who was shaken up on that last play. Looks like he's up, and it looks like he's off the field. It's the big guy, Gianni Pangala.
Yeah, big fella there for Farmingdale. Plays both sides of the ball. They're certainly going to hope that they can get him back real fast.
In either case, Oceanside's drive continues. Now a 1st and goal from the 5. First chance they've had to take the lead in this game. Actually, they were up 3-0 early.
Yep, they were up 3-0 early, and certainly winning the time of possession game right now here in the first half.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts. First and goal from the 5. Here's Villela. Down to the goal line, stretches it out. The ball came loose, but I think it had hit the ground.
Yeah, the official on the spot's going to say he's down by contact. You can see again Villela trying to find his way into the end zone. Makes a quick little move here, but on the outside there is Nicholas Ragon, who makes an excellent open field stop for a moment, stopping Villela from getting into the end zone.
So that's going to bring up a second and goal from the 1-yard line. We're down to 3:10 left before halftime. Oceanside knocking on the door. Farmingdale leads 13-10. Here's Villela straight ahead, and Pasilico and others knock him back. Good defense by Morales as well on that play.
Yeah, you can see Oceanside again kind of bursting out of that huddle, hoping to catch Farmingdale off guard here, but ultimately Farmingdale does a pretty good job getting off the football on a quick snap, and Pasilico doing a good job getting penetration into that backfield and getting Villela stopped before he reaches that goal line.
Villela over to the sideline for a word with Coach Blount before this big third down play coming up.
Yeah, this is a big possession for Oceanside because Farmingdale deferred in the beginning, right? So they're going to get the kick at half. So it would be really big if Oceanside can at least get themselves to a tie game or potentially go up if they can find their way in the end zone.
Third and goal from the 2. Ball came loose.
Yeah, Oceanside very fortunate here to end up with this ball. It bounces almost right up into Villela's hands, and being the athlete that he is, not only does he have the presence of mind to pick it up, still trying to find the end zone. Comes up short.
Let's see if Coach Blount is willing to go for it, or does he want to bring Pender out for a field goal to tie this game up? They got down as far as the 1, Nick, but they've been going backwards on these last couple carries.
Yeah, it looks
We've
like
got a timeout, Oceanside. Decision time. We'll be back with that decision right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. What are you calling here, Coach Martone?
Oof. Tough situation here, right? This is what's fun
right
about football. Yeah. You know what? Ultimately, I don't like, offensively maybe what Oceanside looked like on the last couple of plays, almost turning the ball over. I think you have an excellent kicker. I'd be very tempted to just put this ball through the uprights, tie the game, and go play defense.
And yet I don't see Pender out there, and I do see Villela. So they are going for it.
Hey, it's Friday night.
Full house backfield. Villela on the carry. He got close. Did he get in? No, they're saying he did not get in. The Oceanside players are saying it, but I don't see anybody in black and white saying it.
Nope, they're saying Oceanside came up short. Turnover on downs. Farmingdale taking over inside the 1.
First down, Farmingdale.
Looks like Villela's real close to the goal line here. Farmingdale does an excellent job at contact, locking him up, running their feet. Collins does an excellent job kind of getting him turned around. Tough to see from here if that ball breaks the goal line.
Morales was the first man to grab him by the uniform, and then Collins came over and pushed him back.
Yeah, the problem is, almost half his body probably does break the plane, but where is that ball at that time? He kind of gets turned around, and I think that's what the officials made that call based on.
Farmingdale's going to go back on offense with just over a minute left in this half. They lead 13-10, but backed up beside their goalpost. Basilico tries to bull his way forward and picks up 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, Farmingdale just trying to get themselves some breathing room here. This way, if for some reason they don't get themselves a first down, at least they'll have some room to kick.
Down to 35 seconds left in the half. Basilico, right side, tries a couple moves. They bring him down at about the 10. And I believe that's probably going to be the last play of the half.
First down for the day. He was like this. He was like this. Run it in.
Not sure if Farmingdale called a timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like they did, but looked like they moved the markers a little bit prematurely here. Doesn't look like Farmingdale picked up that first down. Looks like they're still short.
Let's take another look, Nick.
Yeah, you could see Farmingdale in this pistol set look. Basilico pressing the edge, looking for that cutback, looking for black jerseys to cross his face before he makes that cutback. Makes some pretty good yards. Comes close to picking up about 7 or 8 on that carry.
And that's going to do it for the first half. So our score after one half of play, Farmingdale 13, Oceanside 10. We're going to step away and be back with some halftime coverage right after this. This is the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heats it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Good morning. My name is Len Genova. I'm the president of the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. The foundation itself was created in 1947 and is dedicated to promoting amateur football and to honoring those individuals who serve the game, whether they be players, coaches, administrators, or referees. Our chapter here in Suffolk County has been in existence since 1995, and every year at our Scholar Athlete Brunch, we recognize one scholar athlete from each of the schools, both public, Catholic, and private, that play football in Suffolk County, provided they meet our minimum criteria. Now, from that group, we pick our top 11, which we refer to as our Golden 11. And they truly represent academic and athletic excellence and represent all that's right about scholastic sports. Now, from that group, we actually pick one top scholar. And through the years, we've had some amazing young people who have achieved tremendous things in their community, on the gridiron, and certainly in the classroom. So it's a very proud moment for me to be here this morning to welcome everyone and to congratulate all our scholar athletes for all the great work they've done throughout their entire careers. And a special congratulations to their parents who have invested so much time and effort into making them the successful, good people that they are. So welcome, everyone.
In 2019, the Executive Board of the Foundation decided to rename the chapter in recognition of one of Long Island's most philanthropic supporters of youth and high school athletics, James C. Metzger.
Proud to be with you here this morning and welcome you to our annual Scholar Athlete Brunch for the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. And I have none other than our namesake, James Metzger, with me this morning. So, Jim, the first question I have for you is, what does it mean to you to have our top Scholar Athlete Award named in recognition of your late dad, Conrad, who unfortunately passed away recently?
Yeah, it's hard to put it into words. I don't want to get choked up when Len just within the last day or two told me that, and I saw the program. It's probably the most special award I've ever been associated with, and I've been involved in athletics for 50 years. So my dad was my best friend, and he's looking down from heaven. I know he's a humble man, and he's saying he's enjoying it, probably saying he doesn't deserve it, but I know enjoying it immensely, and I literally couldn't be happier about that.
Well, I know how proud he must have been of you and what you accomplished in your lifetime, both on the athletic field and certainly in the business world. But I did want to ask you, how big of a part did football play in your life growing up? I know we've had a lot of conversations, but I'd love for you to share that with the people that are involved in the chapter.
A lot. Football, one of my all-time favorite coaches, Vince Lombardi. Maybe I borrowed from him a little bit when I said everything I needed to know in business I learned on the sports field.
You know, Jim, I know when I first met you, and I'm going to reference that in my remarks this morning, it was just how passionate you were in terms of talking about your career playing high school football and how vividly some of those memories still stick with you and how important they are to you, quite frankly.
Yeah, they don't fade away. Unfortunately, some of the what I call failures or the tough spots along the way, I remember those most, I think. But by and large, yes, I can remember almost every game I played, 3 years of varsity, and most of them were good. But it gave me it was the foundation upon which I built both my personal and professional life.
The chapter is also supported by local businesses.
Excellent service, giving great access to athletes, but doing philanthropic things like supporting the National Football Foundation and other organizations that do good things as well. These organizations and being involved with the foundation for all these years, we need support. And we can't give out awards like this and provide a brunch like this free to the athletes without the support of organizations. And so Orlin Cohen is a major sponsor of this event for that reason.
The 2022 event was an enormous success with over 300 people in attendance, and also recognized National Football Foundation Coach of the Year, Robin Rosa from Walt Whitman High.
Halftime here at Oceanside with Farmingdale on top of Oceanside 13-10 here in a battle for essentially the top of the heap in Nassau Conference 1. Mike Trez on hand along with Nick Martone. And Nick, let's take a look at the way that first half unfolded.
Yeah, Oceanside started the scoring. Long drive, ended up with a 39-yard field goal by Pender, taking the lead there 3-0. Almost immediately, Farmingdale with their first possession is able to go that 46-yard pass from Finkel to Gatchalian, and that was completed with an extra point, putting Farmingdale in front 7-3. Soon after, Farmingdale gets the ball back with 4:38 remaining in the first quarter. A 1-yard run there by Pasilico. Conversion failed. At that point, Farmingdale's up 13-3. At the end of a long drive, Oceanside with 11:53 remaining in the second quarter. A 2-yard run by Villela with a good extra point, bringing the score 13-10 at halftime in favor of Farmingdale.
And, of course, we talked about it a little bit at the end of that half, that decision to go for the touchdown on fourth down from about the 3-yard line instead of bringing Pender on for what would have been an easy field goal and avoid sort of an emotional letdown for your team going into the half of coming away empty after that nice drive.
Yeah, it's tough to look at the scoreboard and see yourself down by 3 points after you had 3 significant drives. To only come away with 10 is a little bit difficult, but Oceanside has to feel pretty good about what their team's been able to do in the first half.
After an excellent performance by the Oceanside marching band, we'll take a look at the Oceanside cheerleading squad right now, doing a nice routine out there. We always like to give the kids in the marching band, the cheerleaders, all the music kids, a little bit of recognition, Nick. They work hard just like the sports kids do.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice route. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! We've got upcoming action coming your way next week. That's next Friday night, our Friday night game of the week. We'll be up at Kings Park as they take on a very, very tough West Hampton team. So that one should be really, really good. Just about set for the second half to get underway. You take a look at the upcoming schedule of games. Tomorrow, they'll be up at Kings Park as well. I think my buddy Big Jim Furchlin on the call that day. I know he'll do his usual great job. Next Friday night game of the week, Kings Park against West Hampton, as I mentioned. That following Friday night is going to be our final Friday Night Lights game of the regular season. We'll be out at Sayville, and Nick, I will tell you, nobody's been able to lay a glove on that Sayville team for about 3 years now, but they'll take on a pretty talented Harborfields team that night.
Yeah, it'll be a good test for them. Sayville continues to put a good team on the field, usually explosive offensively, does an excellent job. Sayville always has all the way through from their conference football programs all the way through their middle school, junior high, and into their high school.
So we've got exciting action coming your way for the rest of the regular season. We'll be here for at least the first round of the playoffs. We're hoping perhaps more than that with our Friday Night Lights crew. We'll step away and be back with the second half right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park!
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right side.
T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine. Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Start of the second half from here at Oceanside High School. Charles Mosbach Field. Mike Trezor on hand along with Nick Martone to bring you all the action. Pender with a short kick. It's handled by Collins at just about the 40. And Collins with sure hands is able to secure that one.
Yeah, things got interesting there for a second. Collins does the right thing. Able to play this ball on a bounce. Kind of checks up a little bit on that turf. Big difference between playing on turf, playing on grass. On grass, you might not get that same hop. Oceanside, again, not trying to kick it deep and give Farmingdale a chance to get a big return like they did on the first kick of the first half.
Jimmy, what's going on?
Oceanside, as we mentioned at the beginning, comes in 4-1. Their only loss to Massapequa. Farmingdale trying to keep that perfect record intact. They come in at 4-0. First play from scrimmage of the second half. Finkel at quarterback, Pasilico behind him. Handoff, Pasilico up the middle. Ooh, just tripped up by the ankles. Otherwise, he was gone for a lot more.
Yeah, big hole on the right side there, just off tackle that Pasilico finds. Looks like just kind of an incidental trip up, not even a hand. Looks like it was tripping over the foot of the Oceanside defender that was getting blocked.
Still picked up 6 on the carry, so it brings up 2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line. Just underway here, second half. Farmingdale leads Oceanside 13-10. Pasilico. Actually, this time it's Jimenez, the transfer from Oceanside, on the carry. He picks up the first down.
Yep, real important here for Farmingdale to kind of reassert themselves offensively, to get the ball moving in a positive direction. They had very limited time of possession in that first half. Oceanside definitely dominated the amount of time. Farmingdale still coming away, though, up by 3 points at the end of that first half and getting a good drive going here early.
1st and 10, Farmingdale, now from the Oceanside side of the field at the 48-yard line. Finkel still in there at quarterback. Pasilico to his left. Takes the snap. Hands off Pasilico. He's met and he's dropped by Roman Parisa.
See Farmingdale trying to go a little bit of misdirection in that backfield. Bringing the wing here to the near side. Pasilico looking to cut it back and follow that lead blocker. But Oceanside doing a great job getting that offensive backfield and stopping that run before it gets going.
Loss of 2 on the play on that tackle by Parisa is going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Farmingdale just inside the 50 from the 49. 2 receivers right side for Finkel. Here we've got a reverse. It's Collins, left sideline. And he's tackled by the ankles. The ball comes out late. And I think that Collins was able to pick it back up.
You could hear Oceanside screaming reverse when it was on its way. Definitely something that they must have picked up just based on the alignment, based on the motion there early by Farmingdale.
3rd and 1 coming up. Finkel under center is going to keep it himself and surge ahead and pick up the first down. Finkel doesn't run very often, but he did on that play and surged ahead with the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, Finkel has some pretty good size there, and at about 6 feet tall or so, gets himself under center and just gets himself moving forward, keeps those legs driving. A little bit of an assist from that backfield to cross that first down line.
They talk in the NFL a lot about that tush-push play that's now become popular.
Yep, I think it's made its way into everybody's playbook at this point.
Brings up a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. We've got an Oceanside player who crossed the line early. Let's see if he was drawn off. Encroachment, says Mike Healy.
Yeah, surprised by the amount of penalties tonight being this late in the season, about halfway in.
1st and 5 for Farmingdale. And we've got motion again, and we've got a flag before that play gets underway. Back-to-back offside calls on Oceanside. That is a killer.
Yeah, something certainly not going to make the defensive coordinator and the coaching staff very happy on the Oceanside sideline defense. You try to just make sure you get a look at the ball. When that ball moves, sure, we can get across the line, but not before that.
1st and 10 from the 27. Jimenez in motion. Handoff Basilico. Basilico at the 10. He's going to score.
You can see they motion across, doing a pretty good job getting some hands on the outside. Not a great angle of pursuit by that Oceanside defense in the secondary to try to cut Basilico off before he gets to that pylon.
Italian got a good block in downfield on that play.
Yeah, and you see that a lot here with both of these teams. They're definitely well coached. We see them committed to the play, willing to block for each other no matter who's carrying the football.
Farmingdale now leads 19-10. We've got players sprinting on and off the field for Oceanside before this two-point conversion can happen. Finkel with Basilico to his right. Finkel looks end zone, directs traffic, lets it go. Two-point conversion good. It's Collins.
Finkel doing an excellent job here, moving out to his strength, to his right side, giving Collins a chance to clear just over and then underneath the linebackers, finding the goal line, and ultimately Finkel delivering that football, and Collins finding his way in for a big 2 points to put them up by 11.
What an advantage, too, Nick, to have a receiver that size. J.J. Collins, a junior, 6'5", 190. That is your prototypical wide receiver in the year 2023.
Yeah, 100%. Excellent hands, great athlete, great size. Exactly what you would hope for as a quarterback when you're looking downfield, to find that kind of athlete in space and deliver him the football.
I would not be surprised if some college coach wants to make him into a tight end, a la Jeremy Ruckert. He was the kid that was 6'5" and 190 in high school and was recruited as a tight end, and Ohio State made him into a blocker.
Yeah, and he's doing pretty well, right? We see him on Sundays, don't we?
Absolutely.
Excellent story, right? Local. Ruckert making his way to Ohio State, playing currently for the Jets. An excellent player on that football team. Excellent blocking tight end, receiving tight end. Really gives kind of the island a lot of pride to have one of their own on that level in the NFL.
No question about that. And if you notice, over the last couple weeks, Coach Al has been true to his word and had him out there for some more snaps than he had been playing. Well, right here, it is 21-10 after that two-point conversion pass from Finkel to Collins. Oceanside is going to have to kick it right through the end zone after a penalty on that last play. We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine.
1st and 10, Oceanside from their own 20-yard line. Down to 7.5 left in the third. They trail Farmingdale 21-10. Villela still in there at QB. Hand off to Dado. Dado picks his way and has a nice gain before Pasilico knocks him down.
This is a real patient run here by Dado. Basically, from the time he gets his football, he's doing an excellent job getting his eyes downfield, reading blocks, real patient until that crease opens up and finds his way to a big 9-yard gain on first down.
2nd and 1. Dado to the left of Villela. 3 receivers far side. Now player in motion. Pass over the middle is nearly picked off. It was intended for Tveter. Tveter did not turn around, and that ball nearly intercepted.
Yeah, for some reason, Tveter didn't think maybe the ball was coming his way as he runs that vertical from the inside. They get that cross, and it might have looked like a tip near the line of scrimmage that changes the trajectory of that ball on its way down the field.
So little miscommunication, complicated by also a tip, as Nick mentions, at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1. Villela, right side, first down, and a little bit more. Canales in there on the stop.
Yeah, another short yardage situation here. You're going to call on number 17, Luke Villela, again finding his way to the first down marker. Has a pretty good nose for those first downs and ultimately gets another one for this Oceanside offense.
2 receivers each side on 1st and 10. Now from the 33, Villela puts it up. Tveter has the reception, gets knocked down by 2 guys. It was Ragone who had him first, and he got help at the end of that play.
Yeah, again, Oceanside willing to take those short yardage completions. Not too short there, almost racking themselves up 6 or 7 yards on that first down play. Willing to take it if Farmingdale's going to let them throw the ball in front.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Kramer in motion. Villela up to Teeth, doesn't get much.
Yeah, it looks like here it's a draw play here for Villela by design. See the receivers in the back release downfield, looking to kind of follow that back through, but Farmingdale doing an excellent job trying to spy quarterback here maybe a little bit more, being that Villela's been so heavy on the carries here in this offense.
Ippoliti came up from his linebacker spot to make the stop. 3rd and 4. Pass comes near side. Tveter's got a first down. He's ridden out of bounds by Ragone.
Oceanside likes this matchup here that they have on the outside. Tveter, an excellent route runner, still selling that vertical, getting number 7, Nicholas Ragone, to kind of back off, give him enough of a cushion to get to that first down marker. Villela delivers the ball, and they keep the drive rolling here.
Oceanside has had success with that short passing game. Not sure why they went away from it, but I think they need to get back to it. On 1st and 10 from the 49. Kramer in motion to his left. Dado. They've got him by the arm and they swing him down. Nice tackle, Morales.
Yeah, Farmingdale doing an excellent job here getting across the ball. You see how fast they're getting off the ball now. On the outside there, you've got number 20, Mateo Morales, doing an excellent job being an athlete in space, getting there, maintaining that edge, and stopping that run before it gets going.
Second and 11. Empty backfield for Villela. He'll put it up left side. He's got a completion. And out near the first down is Kramer.
Yeah, great job here, Oceanside, again, using Kramer as an athlete in space, getting him out to the perimeter, delivering him the football, and getting a big positive play there on second down. I think Dado had to go jersey change after having his jersey ripped. It looks like he's now number 87 in the backfield.
Here's Villela, left sideline again. He picks up a first down.
We'll call that the Oceanside formula on offense, right? You need the big first down, you need the big run. Villela's your ball carrier again. Gets a big first down. Oceanside now working their way well into the Farmingdale half of the field.
There's Dado, now number 87. Thanks for clearing that up for me, Nick. I probably would have looked for him on my sheet for the rest of the game.
Excellent job by the coaching staff. Recognized that he needed a new jersey, grabbed one, got it on him, and got him right back out on the field. I think he missed one play.
1st and 10 from the 38 for Oceanside. Here's Villela. He pumps once, now takes off right side, throws it away, and that pass is incomplete.
Pretty good job here by Villela, knowing the situation, now how important it is not to turn over the ball, not to take a big sack, getting outside the pocket, and delivering the ball out of bounds where nobody can make a play on it.
Second and 10 from the 39. 3:45 left in the third. Oceanside trails by 11. Bender in motion. Villela with the carry. Left sideline and picks up 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, ultimately here, Oceanside perfectly fine in their offensive scheme to run short side, to run wide side. It seems like they really like the matchups they have sometimes on that short side to the boundary. And there they are, and ultimately, you know, they're facing what looks like to be about a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, actually, Villela got stopped as soon as he got that ball. So 3rd and 10. He's going to air it out near side. Pass is incomplete.
Pretty good coverage here. Oceanside has tried to hit on a couple of those vertical routes. Pretty good job here by Ragon to ultimately stay on that hip. That's the way you want to train that defensive back, not giving up that position, not getting stacked behind the wide receiver, maintaining that hip until the wide receiver turns back, puts hands up, his eyes get real big, and making that play.
I think he was looking for Fiore on that pass and couldn't connect with him. It's going to bring up 4th down. Oceanside is going to go. We've got a whistle before that play takes place. And I believe that's an Oceanside timeout. We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Vilella's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park. (21-10). Dalers on top of the Sailors. Just under 3 minutes left in the third. From here in Oceanside, Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on hand, along with our entire T&D Sports video crew, the best crew in the business. Tom, Jamie, Dave, Christian on hand with us tonight. 4th and 10. Kramer in motion. Villela lets it go over the middle. He's picked off. Picked off by Galgano. Galgano's still going, and finally Villela pushes him out of bounds. Villela's also shaken up on the play.
Yeah, this ball gets thrown to the middle of the field a little bit on the late side. Almost looks like it was a little bit of a screen attempt. Unfortunately, the pocket completely breaks down on Villela, throws the ball to the middle of the field, right into the teeth of that defense, and Galgano takes advantage, not only gets the pick, but returns it for a huge gain for Farmingdale, putting them deep in Oceanside territory inside the 25.
Galgano, just a sophomore, but showing he's worthy of the varsity level with that play. He's played a good game tonight.
Yeah, both teams featuring some 10th graders, not only on the roster, but in big playing minutes on both sides of the ball.
1st and 10, Farmingdale from the 23-yard line. Finkel is back to work. Hands off Basilico. They had him stopped, and he manages to squirt free and pick up about 7 to 8 yards on that carry.
Yeah, you're getting the sense this is a big, important drive here for Farmingdale to try to put themselves into the end zone, up by a few scores. Big run there on 1st down by Basilico. Hasn't had a ton of carries tonight, so you expect him to still be pretty fresh offensively.
2nd and 3. Basilico straight up the middle. Heads for the sideline and takes it into the end zone. I don't know who that point was intended to, but he's pointed to somebody. Maybe he's pointing to the bus and saying, warm it up.
Yeah, we see Basilico off the right side here, getting a pretty good block, getting up inside the end. Pretty good job up front by the big fellas, clearing plenty of space. You give an athlete that kind of space, he'll find the end zone every single time.
Cotto for the PAT. Kick is good. Dalers on top, 28-10. Will step away and be back with much more action right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Farmingdale's just gone on top 28-10, a minute 45 left in the third quarter from here at Oceanside. Mike Trezor, Nick Martone on hand.
It was Basilico's third score of the night. Again, Farmingdale, limited amount of offensive snaps tonight, but making it count when they have the football.
Cotto puts the kick in exactly the same place again. It's handled by Oceanside. They surge ahead out near the 40 where they'll start this next drive.
Yeah, you definitely like to see something positive here. Of course, tempted to try to find a way to get the quick score and get yourself close to back in the football game. If you get yourself a touchdown or a touchdown and a conversion, you get yourself within 10 points. And you see how the fourth quarter plays out. Let's see how Oceanside decides to get this first drive going, but they're starting in good field position on the 40-yard line.
One of the problems is that that's not really their offense, is to bomb away like that, even playing from behind. So we'll see how they do play it. 1st and 10. Villela on the carry. 3 or 4 tough yards before he's met and dropped.
Yep, and just like you pointed out, Mike, there, it's again, the bread and butter of this offense is to run the football. They've been heavy run for weeks. They do have the occasional big score capability to break a run or the pass, but like you said, it's not really the sign of this offense.
Canales with another stop. Here's a run by Villela. He's got a first down. Ball comes out late. And I think Oceanside was able to jump on top of it. They are going to keep the ball with Oceanside.
Yeah, pretty big break there to come up with the football. Villela, a nice hard run again, finding a way to get that first down. But you could see Farmingdale now, second, third man in, having an attempt to go ahead and pull that ball out, and they do. Oceanside fortunate to fall on it and maintain possession.
Jack Grimaldi was one of the players that was after that recovery. I'm not sure if it was he who got it back for the Sailors. First down, we've got a player to come knifing across. Was he drawn offside?
Looked to me like maybe he was just trying to time out the snap. He had kind of a running start through the middle of that defense from the linebacker position, but looked like looks like they're going to say that Oceanside moved the football, and that's what he reacted to.
That was Ippoliti, who, again, we've called his name a couple times as having made good stops. He must have seen an Oceanside player move and came knifing across.
Yeah, real interesting to see if that ball moved first or maybe the center moved because they saw him coming.
1st and long, Villela heads for the sideline, dances along the sideline, and gets about 5 of those back. Down to 10 seconds left in the quarter, so we'll have time for probably one more play.
Let's go on!
Luke Villela, sophomore, 5'10", 175. He'll pass near side. Tvetter has it. And Collins drags him down. Actually make it Ragone who makes the stop. That's the end of the third quarter. We're going to step away. Our score, Farmingdale 28, Oceanside 10. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this on T&D Sports Video Productions.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Vilella's going to pass. Airs it out, end zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15, straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off, looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! T&D Sports Video Production started the fourth quarter from here at Oceanside. Mike Trezor, Nick Martone on hand along with our entire crew to bring you this Conference 1 matchup in Nassau. It was a little bit of a seesaw battle early, but now Farmingdale has started pulling away. Right side completion for Vilella. Got the receiver stacked up, but he's still surging forward. Nice push that time.
Yeah, definitely the score here late favoring Farmingdale, going up by 18 points. Ultimately, you could see again Vilella doing a good job delivering that ball to the outside. And a relentless run there. Oceanside not willing to shut the lights out yet and call this a game.
Fourth and 1 coming up.
Let's go!
Vilella, right side, first down and more. Driven out of bounds by Ippoliti.
If you're Coach Blount here, you got to be pretty excited what this sophomore has shown you at the quarterback position. Somebody you're going to have for 2 more years in this offense. Not to mention a second half of the season. Shows a lot of heart, shows a lot of toughness. He's definitely carried the load tonight. Real impressed with his work ethic on and off the field and what he's able to do leading this offense at a young age.
First and 10 Oceanside, now from the 33. Vilella, looking end zone. Ball is just knocked away at the last second. He's going for Charlie Levine.
Yeah, this is real close to Levine coming down with this in the end zone again. Vilella feeling the pressure, stepping up in the pocket, making a pretty good throw, giving his guy a chance to go ahead and make that catch, but Farmingdale equal to the task, making sure that that ball doesn't fall into Oceanside hands, and it falls to the carpet. Second down and 10.
Check that. That ball was intended for Chase Beer. Second time I've made that same mistake tonight. That 9 looks awfully like an 8 with those blue numbers on that black field. In either case, it's incomplete. Brings up a second and 10. We've got motion and we've got a flag down. False start on Oceanside, so it's going to back him up 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, not a great penalty to take as you're working forward and ultimately trying to get yourself back in the game by scoring a touchdown.
Second and 15. Handoff is stopped quickly.
Let's go!
Yeah, you could see here Vilella's going to go ahead and hand this ball off. Penetration up front by that Farmingdale defense. Doing an excellent job of really getting off the ball. Wilson Quintanilla.
Ball carrier. third and very long coming up. Valella passes near side. It's tipped, juggled by Kramer, and they're saying incomplete. Kramer trying to convince the official he did catch it. Ball got tipped and juggled around.
Yeah, a couple of plays here, right? Collins making a really athletic play there to get a tip, and then Oceanside nearly coming up with the reception there.
You guys are a disgrace!
Crowd in front of us getting a little vociferous. Hit Collins, and Oceanside had a chance to recover, and they couldn't do it. Collins was able to jump back on it.
Yeah, near disaster there for Farmingdale. Almost inside their own 10, almost on the 5 by the time Collins has a chance to get on it. That ball's taking a fast end-over-end bounce in the path. It hits him, and he's fortunate to come up with that football.
That was their chance to get back in this game quickly, because these long, methodical drives are just not going to work when you're down by 3 scores with 9.5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, real tough task, again, for an offense that doesn't tend to be a quick score offense, right? And they do dominate in time of possession, and they do go heavy run here. And that would have definitely been the break they were looking for.
Finkel, as has been his way, has been quietly efficient. Helps that he's got Basilico. Basilico administers a stiff arm and keeps on going across the 20.
Yeah, this is a real nice run here by Basilico. He's able to really stop, change direction, and get back up to top speed really, really fast. And the way he runs really even helps those wide receivers almost kind of set up their own blocks.
Wareham had a shot at him, but sort of swatted away the smaller Wareham.
Yeah, if you're going to have a shot at taking number 6 down, you're really going to have to be pretty disciplined in your technique, and you're going to have to be willing to take that contact he wants to dish out to you.
1st and 10, Farmingdale. Finkel going for a bunch. Oh, just off the hands of Gachalian. Wow, he had him open.
Yeah, just near miss here from Finkel. Let's see, Farmingdale gets in behind that defense just a little bit forward of those outstretched hands. Pretty good throw. Tough catch to make, kind of with that position, looking back.
It's easy to overlook Finkel because of Basilico, but Finkel's been quietly efficient. Came into this game 34 for 49 passing and put that one right on the money to Gachalian. Here's Basilico. He bulls his way down the left sideline.
Yeah, I think most quarterbacks on almost any level would tell you, those, big 5 or 6 guys in front of you are key to your success. But then soon after you talk about the lineman, you talk about that running back. And if that running back can take a lot of carries and take some of the pressure off of you as a quarterback where you don't feel like you need to throw for 300 yards a game, that'll be your best friend too.
Farmingdale looking to eat some clock now with 8:15 left in this game, and they're up by 18 points. Here's a handoff to Jimenez. A little misdirection play on that.
Yeah, I think if Farmingdale might take this opportunity to put the ball in the hands of some of their other backs. Jimenez a pretty good size, 5'11", 190 in that backfield.
Second and 7 coming up. Jimenez in motion. Here's Basilico. They grab him. He changes direction, and they swarm him over and throw him back.
Yeah, this is going to be your opportunity to make a play in that backfield. Oceanside getting pretty good penetration, but again, the run is not over until you've wrapped Basilico up with probably 4 or 5 defenders.
Sergio Moncayo, 74, finished him off on that play.
Yeah, it was number 14 for Oceanside, Brady Nardone, getting in the backfield while getting blocked, getting a pretty good hand on Basilico to slow that play down and give him his defense chance to run it down.
3rd and 12. Finkel rolls out right, looking to throw. He's got a completion. Gachalian's got a first down, and they converge on him and bring him down.
Yeah, Farmingdale opening the playbook here a little bit with about a little bit more than 6 minutes left. Pretty impressive throw there for a high school quarterback, right? Finkel on the run, making a good throw right on target.
We're going to step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Down to 6:12 left in the fourth quarter of play. Farmingdale still on the drive, up 28-10 over Oceanside. Handoff, Jimenez. Jimenez looking for room in the middle of the field, and he's knocked down. Timeout, Farmingdale. As we mentioned, Nick, this Nassau Conference 1, really, really tough, and it doesn't get easier for Farmingdale. Over the next week or two, they have Massapequa, who also was undefeated, and the week after that, they have Hempstead. I mean, you look at the depth of this conference. East Meadow, who nobody thought was going to be anything this year, is 4-1. You look at Syosset, a very, very good team. And, of course, Freeport, Massapequa, Oceanside, Farmingdale are always at or near the top of this Nassau Conference 1.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see how these next couple of weeks play out. And as usual, and for a long period of time, like you said, it has been, a lot of the same programs near the top of this conference, but we are starting to see some of these other programs really grow and starting to challenge some of these teams, and both these teams still have quite the road to finish up their season.
It's going to be an awesome playoff season here in Nassau Conference 1.
They'll definitely be battle tested before they get to that first round.
2nd and 5. Got a new quarterback for Farmingdale. It's Mezzanotti. He hands off. Left side. Nice big pickup as Coach Krumenacker is now putting the backups in there. That was Ramsey on the carry.
Yep, taking that time out there to start switching up, making some substitutions on offense, getting some perhaps younger guys, whether they're 10th or 11th grade, some experience.
Guys awake in the booth.
Mezzanotti, the new quarterback, is a senior, 6 foot, 175. He takes it himself, left side. They string him out and they bring him down.
Yep, staying in bounds there, keeping the clock rolling to about 5 minutes or so. Be well under 5 minutes by the time they snap the ball here again.
Mezzanotti, or if you prefer the Italian pronunciation, mezzanotte, which my friend Nick Martone, of course, knows means midnight.
Absolutely.
Second and 10. Carry on the right side. Once again, it is Ramsey who carries.
Yeah, these are important minutes for guys that don't necessarily get a lot of carries with that first team, and we talk about it week to week late in the game. This is the opportunity to reward those guys that have been, you know, some of your scout team players or your second, your third, your fourth running backs, second, third, fourth receivers. Here's their stage to go ahead and show everybody how hard they work and what they've been working towards.
3rd and 4. We've got an Oceanside player who jumped across early.
It's on Farmingdale.
I believe it was Alvarez.
Give us one.
He was drawn off. That penalty's going to go on Farmingdale. This exclusive broadcast is being brought to you by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine, with over 15 locations in Nassau and Suffolk. If you have a sports injury, they have a specialist for that. So Farmingdale has to back up 5 after that false start penalty. We're down to 3.5 left in the game. Farmingdale on top, 28-10. Handoff to Ramsey. Ramsey still going as he cut back to the middle of the field and picked up the first down.
Yeah, doing a real good job there on the left side. Finding that gap in the defense. Pretty good change of direction. A lot of athletic ability here. Finding some positive yards. A good cutback right there. And making sure he gets that first down. He keeps that clock now rolling in favor of Farmingdale late here in the game.
But as we talked about at Massapequa last week, Nick, this is not only good sportsmanship, but good practice by coaches to give some of those kids a pop late in the game, some of those backups who show up to practice, work hard every day, give them some real game experience.
Absolutely. Hard to replicate every day, those opportunities.
1st and 10. Here's Mezzanotti. He spins, and they bring him down. 3 guys gang up on him.
Yeah, good job here by Mezzanotti to not run all the way to the sideline to stop the clock by going out of bounds. pulls up here, looks to just kind of cut back, stay in bounds, maintain possession of the football, and keep that clock rolling.
Nunez was the first man to greet him. Down under 2 minutes left in the game, as Mezzanotte will come back onto the field. Try to take some more of this clock off. Second and 7. Here's the handoff once again to Ramsey. Ramsey met and dropped after a short gain. Marquez makes the stop.
About a minute or so on the clock here for Farmingdale. Winding time down here late in the game.
Mezzanotte comes under center, keeps it himself, surges ahead. They'll probably have to snap the ball one more time. They will not have to snap it again. And Farmingdale is going to come here to Oceanside, get a victory, and run their record to 5-0 on the season.
Yeah, real impressed here with the effort by Farmingdale to travel to Oceanside. Friday night game. A lot of intensity around this football game. Two teams that know each other pretty well, and Farmingdale coming out with the big win to stay undefeated and continue to roll forward.
You just saw two coaches who know each other pretty well with a good handshake at midfield. Farmingdale comes here to Oceanside and defeats Oceanside by a final score of 28-10. Our producer-director is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie the Genius Burkhardt. Our camera operators, Dave Camera One Stempel and Christian Kangaroo. For everybody here on our T&D Sports production crew, including my partner, Nick, the Nickelback Martone. This is Mike Trezza thanking you for watching. We will see you tomorrow out at Kings Park.